Welcome back to our channel, Soap Fanatic. Today is a spectacularly beautiful day in the DMV, and I am absolutely vibrating with pure, unadulterated excitement to break down the latest jaw-dropping madness from Fairmont Crest. Grab your favorite drink and buckle up, because what we are about to discuss is going to blow your mind. Vanessa McBride is officially playing Russian roulette with the devil, and she has absolutely no idea that the gun is fully loaded. Let me break this down for you, because the level of delusion we are witnessing right now is truly off the chart. We need to set the stage for this absolute disaster of a romance. Vanessa McBride has been living in a bubble of naive bliss with casino boss Joey Armstrong, desperately trying to ignore the glaring red flags that surround his shady empire. But the arrival of Joey's estranged sister, Heather Armstrong, has thrown a massive, explosive wrench into their dynamic. Vanessa thinks Heather is just a sweet, misunderstood sibling who wants to reconnect. What Vanessa doesn't know, what she is completely blind to, is that Heather is actually the impaler, the ruthless, bloodthirsty leader of an international plasma ring. Joey knows exactly how dangerous his sister is, but he is desperately trying to shield Vanessa from this lethal reality. However, Vanessa's relentless curiosity is about to drag her straight into the abyss. Everything just changed, and the fallout is going to be spectacularly devastating. The chaos kicks into high gear when Vanessa runs straight to her best friend, Nicole Dupree, to spill the tea. Vanessa tells Nicole all about this amazing sister Joey has and how she genuinely likes Heather, but she complains that Joey is being incredibly icy and distant. Now, Nicole, putting on her professional therapist hat, gives Vanessa some advice that might work in a normal, everyday relationship. Nicole validates Vanessa's feelings, essentially telling her that a man shouldn't keep deep, dark secrets and that Vanessa deserves full transparency. Nicole's input emboldens Vanessa, making her feel like she has the absolute moral high ground. She convinces Vanessa that... But here is the fatal flaw in Nicole's advice. Joey isn't a normal guy with normal family drama. He is a casino boss dealing with a sister who orders hits and runs a criminal syndicate. Nicole just inadvertently handed Vanessa a match to light a stick of dynamite. This leads us to the first major clash. It is Vanessa vs. Joey, and the tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Empowered by Nicole's words, Vanessa marches up to Joey and demands to know the truth. She asks him point blank why he is so distant from Heather and what the real story is between them. And what does Joey do? He gives her absolute terrifying silence. He doesn't yell. He doesn't make excuses. He just stares at her with a cold, hardened expression that screams danger. Joey knows that if he tells Vanessa the truth that Heather is a serial killing crime lord, he puts a massive target on Vanessa's back. His silence is a desperate, brutal shield to protect the woman he loves from a world she cannot possibly comprehend. But Vanessa doesn't see protection. She only sees a wall. The tension escalates into a heart-stopping standoff. Joey, realizing that Vanessa is not going to let this go easily, drops a massive, non-negotiable ultimatum. He looks her dead in the eye and tells her that his silence on this matter is absolute. He states that if his refusal to discuss his sister is a deal breaker, then she needs to say it right now and walk away. Boom! This is war. Joey is literally willing to sacrifice his entire relationship with Vanessa just to keep her safe from Heather's toxic orbit. The emotional weight of this moment is staggering. Joey is breaking his own heart to save her life, but he plays it off with the icy demeanor of a ruthless mob boss. Faced with the terrifying reality of actually losing Joey, Vanessa completely... The thought of walking away from this man, especially after losing her late husband Doug, is too much for her to bear. So she capitulates. She looks at Joey and agrees to drop the subject entirely, promising not to ask any more questions about his sister. It seems like a surrender. It seems like Joey has won and the danger has passed. But let me tell you guys, this is the biggest lie Vanessa has ever told. She may have spoken the words of surrender, but her mind is racing with rebellious, dangerous curiosity. She has no intention of letting this go. True to her stubborn nature, despite her solemn promise to Joey, Vanessa immediately goes behind his back. She launches a secret, clandestine investigation into Heather Armstrong. Can you believe the sheer audacity of this woman? She is poking a sleeping dragon. Vanessa starts digging, trying to find out what Heather's past looks like, who she really is, and why Joey is so terrified of her. The adrenaline of her secret mission completely blinds her to the catastrophic danger she is inviting into. She thinks she is uncovering some tragic childhood trauma or a petty family feud. She has no idea she is sniffing around the edges of a lethal international crime syndicate. Of course, in the world of Fairmont Crest, secrets never stay buried for long. It is only a matter of time before the hammer drops, leading to an explosive rematch. Joey vs. Vanessa. Joey, who has eyes and ears everywhere, catches Vanessa red-handed in her secret investigation. The sheer panic and unadulterated rage that explodes from Joey is a sight to behold. He doesn't just ask her to stop. He absolutely demands that she halt her investigation immediately. His reaction is visceral, savage, and fueled by pure terror for her safety. He knows that if Heather finds out Vanessa is digging into her life, Vanessa will be eliminated without a second. But how does Vanessa react to Joey's desperate, furious demand? Does she realize she crossed a line? Does she recognize the genuine fear in his eyes? Absolutely not. Instead, Vanessa twists the entire narrative in her head. She looks at Joey's explosive reaction and accuses him of being ridiculously controlling. She tells him that he is acting like a tyrant and that his demands are completely unreasonable. This is absolute insanity. Vanessa is standing face to face with a man who is trying to save her from a gruesome death, and she is lecturing him about being a controlling boyfriend. The psychological disconnect here is brutally tragic. Vanessa takes her delusion a step further, making a truly shocking accusation. She looks at Joey and tells him that he is completely, irrationally jealous of the budding sisterly bond she is forming with Heather. Are you kidding me right now? Vanessa actually believes that Joey is just a petty, bitter brother who can't stand the fact that his girlfriend likes his sister. She thinks Joey wants to isolate her and control her social circle. She has completely bought into the fantasy that she and Heather are going to be besties who go shopping and drink mimosas. The dramatic irony is painful to watch. We, the viewers, know that Heather is a monster who would slit Vanessa's throat for $1, but Vanessa thinks they are forming a beautiful, empowering female friendship. This leads to a massive, heartbreaking rift between Vanessa and Joey. The trust is completely shattered. Vanessa, manipulated by her own stubbornness and Heather's flawless acting, begins to shift her allegiance. Heather has played her perfectly, presenting herself as the sweet, victimized sister who just wants a family, while subtly painting Joey as the aggressive, unhinged villain. Heather is a master manipulator, and she is using Vanessa's naive empathy as a weapon against Joey. The Impaler is literally sitting in Vanessa's living room, smiling, while Vanessa defends her against the man who actually loves her. The tragedy of this situation reaches a boiling point as Vanessa starts to genuinely believe that Heather is the honest, transparent one in this scenario. She looks at Joey's silence, his explosive anger when he caught her investigating, and his controlling demands, and she comes to a chilling conclusion. Vanessa starts believing that Joey is hiding a dark, violent nature behind his silence. She thinks Joey is the monster. She believes that Joey is the danger she needs to be protected from, while Heather is her safe harbor. It is a complete 180-degree distortion of reality. Joey is being painted as the villain for trying to play the hero, while the actual villain is being welcomed with open arms. This is a ticking time bomb, guys. Every single second that Vanessa spends trusting Heather and pushing Joey away brings her one step closer to absolute devastation. What is going to happen when the mask finally... What is going to happen when Vanessa realizes that the honest sister she has been defending is actually the ruthless impaler who terrorized their town and ordered the hit that killed Derek Baldwin? When the truth about the plasma ring finally explodes into the light, Vanessa is going to realize that her stubbornness and her secret investigation nearly cost her her life. Will Joey be able to save her when the bullets start flying, or has Vanessa pushed him too far away? The stakes have never been higher, and the emotional warfare is just getting started. Do not miss what happens next, because when this secret finally blows up, it is going to leave a trail of destruction that will change Fairmont Crest forever. Drop a comment below and tell me, do you think Vanessa will figure out the truth before it's too late, or is she destined to become the Impaler's next victim? Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and stay tuned for more explosive updates.